I transformed the fear of this storm into the joy of the storm, into the joy of waiting for the storm to rain here or not to rain here, and meantime to be raining across the river. I went from this instinctual fear of being taken by the storm, by being drenched by the storm, by being stricken by the storm. I replaced that with the joy of the approaching storm, the rain, the water that falls from heaven, holy water, holy heaven, divine universe, divine sun manifesting as thunder. And if I can do that with that fear, I can do that with any other fear. The fear of death. Why? Why fear? Rejoice in the incredible cycle of life and death. Birth felt like death, and here I am so many years later. And I'm rejoicing into a new cycle coming to an end and the power of life. The fear of dying in this isolated, faraway place, what a gift! What a gift to feed with my flesh and my bones the rainforest. What a gift to be pelted by rain for the rest of the millennia and beyond. The fear of not being able to get out of here, replace it with the joy of being here and the upcoming joy of finally getting out of here. That's gonna be a joyful moment, and this is also a joyful moment. It's just one joy to the other. I know it sounds simplistic, but whatever is afflicting you, whatever your fear is, losing your job, let it go. Rejoice in the possibility of having a new job. Are you sure that was what you were supposed to be doing? Do what you like doing. Find out what you like doing. And I'm not talking about distractions. I'm not talking about playing a video game or doing drugs. I'm talking about doing. What do you fear? Not having enough money? Everybody fears that. I know people who have millions and they still live in fear of not having enough. I know people into their 60s, way into their 60s, who are not retiring because they don't have enough millions to retire. You have your body, your magnificent body, a gift of the universe. Protect it, feed it. Flee is necessary. I know there's a time of sacrifice. There's a time where sacrifices are tremendous. There are people suffering hunger, people suffering displacement. But that's the consequence of social systems that carry injustices, because this universe provides more than enough for everybody. This universe is giving you joy, and others may be taking that joy away from you. Regain it, claim it. There is enough food on this planet for everybody to be fed. There are enough materials for everybody to have shelter. If you don't have food and shelter, you're the victim of injustices, either social injustices or your own injustice, not having taken care of yourself. It's not always everybody else's fault. Are you the prey of abusing your body? What is your biggest fear? Transform it into joy. The fear of this storm has become the joy of this storm, and for me that's a big step. And the fear of dying is the joy of dying. The fear of being away from loved ones is the joy of seeing them again. It's the joy of having solitude at this point in my life. The fear of being isolated here and not having a way out is the joy of being isolated in the Amazonia. Turn it around, let the fear go. The fear can get embedded in your bones. I know that. It's like a cancer of the marrow. And as I say this little bird has come to feed. I like her. I've seen her before. She lives on the water edge, so she has long legs. And then she's constantly moving her butt. Oh, she just saw some prey that she's gonna try to get. She's moving stealthy, taking tiny steps. Oh, she barely missed it. Oh, she got another one. She was going for those big flies. She missed the first one. She was approaching stealthily, but she got a different one. A huge fly bee that is around here. It looks like a big fly, but it has a butt with the colors of a bee, black and yellow. So she got one of those, and she dipped it in the water, I guess, to soften it some, and then swallowed the entire thing into her tiny body. Now she's approaching another one. She's completely still, getting closer and closer to the fly. Oh, there she's up. And she caught it too. Wow. She just dipped it in the water, put a little bit of juice to it, smacking it against the ground, and it's going to swallow the entire thing. That is a big meal. Each one of those flies is like me having a giant bowl of spaghetti. Here she's walking around looking for another one. Again, she has this funny movement to the butt. She's constantly moving her butt up and down. And I think she does that to construct momentum for lurching forward with her beak. Okay, she doesn't see any more flies. She's walking around more leisurely now. Oh, I think she saw another one. Again, they're still lurching, head down, tiny step. Now moving forward, butt up. Oh, and she caught her again. And again, same process. A little bit of water, smacking it with a beak, and it went down. Number 3. Drinking a little bit of water now. Those flies don't bother me much, but I see why there are fewer now, and why this bird has been around. It's a cycle. A sound in nature. She's fulfilling her duty, and so are the flies. Here she comes again. There's another one forward. She's approaching 15 centimeters away. Very slowly now, taking one step after the other. The fly is moving back. Oh, it's just lurching. Oh, the fly went away. Okay, slowly, third one. Head forward. Oh, I just went away at the last second. Okay, another one. moving forward, head very low to the ground. Oh, and lurch forward and cutter. Fly number 4, we're gonna eat. Same process, run to the water, dip it, smack it around against the ground, and swallow the entire thing. Wow, that's gonna need some digestion. Coming forward again, looking for more. I see one, a good 40 centimeters ahead. Now 20 centimeters away, taking small steps, 20 centimeters, 15. No, flew away. Another one, approaching it slowly, head down to the ground, lurching forward, and caught it, but it wasn't a fly, it was something smaller. She just ate it. Big fly in front, 5 centimeters, lurching, and missed it barely. Another one, going forward, and caught her. Running back to the water, it was pretty far this time. Same process, dip in the water, smack against the rocks. And we are having fly number 5 for our sumptuous meal. Wow, that's the reason there are so fewer flies today compared to 2 days ago. And this spot, our bird has been working. So simple exercise. I have fear of blank. Replace it with I have joy in blank. I have fear of dying. I have joy in dying. I have fear of losing my job. I have joy in losing my job. I have fear of the storm. I have joy in the storm. I have fear of not getting out of here. I have joy in not getting out of here. When I drop the verb have, you could say, I fear dying. Say, I enjoy dying. I fear losing my job. I enjoy losing my job. I fear the storm. I enjoy the storm. Of course, there are fears that are. I'm talking about fear as extreme anxiety that is not necessary. The fear, the primordial fear we experience is somebody is attacking us. That's completely different. That's a lizard brain reaction that is necessary. It triggers the flight or fight response. That's completely different. Forgive me if you are a person who is in fear because somebody is abusing you, because somebody is attacking you. This is not what we are talking about. We are talking about what is basically anxiety that manifests itself into fear. We go from low levels of anxiety about money to extreme fear. I fear not having money. I enjoy not having money. I have fear of not having money. I have joy of not having money. It has been a blessing for me not to have too much money. I could have had more, but I had enough. Plenty for simple living standards. If I had more money, I wouldn't be here the way I am, in this simple way, under a tree in the Amazonia. I would have booked some fancy trip with guides and resorts and viruses and buffers that wouldn't ever let me experience this directness of being to one step from the river, surrounded by frogs, clouds, and trees.